do not read your letters. But they keep arriving, and I keep bringing them to you.
And I keep hoping that...
We all keep hoping for your success, Miss March. The entire boarding house keeps hoping. You have us all on edge.
My dear Miss March, I read your story. Well, he's read it. Unfortunately, I found the tale tasteless and vulgar, not at all suitable for my readers. My advice to you...
My advice to you is to return home and have babies. Because that is what women are made for. Sincerely, F. Putnam.
22.
22?
22 rejections since I've been in New York. They all say the same thing. Go home. Give up.
F. Putnam is an idiot. His Bards are stupid.
F. Putnam is one of the most powerful publishers in the city.
You cannot lose faith, Miss March. Someone will enjoy your story. I am certain of it.
Professor Baer, is it possible I could read my story to you? I would so respect your opinion.
Yes, of course.
Actually, it's one of my best. It's a mean and stormy night. The moors are bleak and bloody. Thunder claps, lightning strikes. The barrels goes in disarray, races across the wide heath. Now she stops. Now she runs. Will she escape? Will she be caught? With bold determination, the villainous aristocrat, brass and Prendergast, lurches for her. There's no escape. She's but a child, and yet she turns to light with eyes ablaze. This noble girl needs his gaze unafraid. She will not be defiled. Keep away from me, you wretch.
I cannot keep away. Your beauty draws me. Your passion ignites me. I've got to hold you.
I defy you.
Got to have you.
Let me buy you.
Come close.
Come to
Come close. So close to me. I'll have her and the mother too.
And at that moment, Rodrigo appears in magnificent splendor.
Unhand that old villain! Who are you? I am your destiny, your victorious foe. You saw what was rightly mine 10 long years ago. You left me cold, alone and forgotten. Now I'm back to settle the score.
Tell me, what is it you are writing here?
Blood and gut stuff. It's all the rage. The magazines and periodicals are full of it.
Violence and seduction on every page?
Read Shakespeare, read history, read the newspapers.
It is getting late. Perhaps it is best we pursue some...
No! I want to know what you think, Professor.
Blood and gut stuff. What you seeds of old wants to hear? If I have noticed nothing else about you, Miss March, it is that you are unique. Something you would do best not to forget. I think you could do better.
Better? And who are you anyway? An aging old German professor close to 50?
I'm 34.
34? Well, you look a lot older.
Well, I worry a lot.
And just what do you worry about?
How to avoid a conversation such as this. Now I will go to dinner. Miss March, since you came here, what is it, 6 weeks ago now, you shout, you rant, you disturb the whole order of this boarding house. I am a serene and peaceful man.
You're aloof! You're arrogant!
Arrogant? Miss March, I spoke my mind as you spoke yours. Obviously, it was not appreciated on Isa's side.
Obviously. My stories were a great success in Concord. Better than what? Better than this dazzling plot. Better, this story will be my King Lear. Each phrase is better what he said to me be true? If I don't succeed, what will I do? Turn around, go back to Concord, leave New York behind unconquered? No, how dare he make me doubt the way I feel, doubt that each thrilling phrase is who I am. Are these words alive with passion, vivid as my attic, where it all began?
John, the girls at school were horrible to me. Charlotte Beth said my dress is ragged and my nose is flat.
Joe, I hate being a governess. I should be meeting eligible young men.
It's going to be a dismal Christmas. What with father away and no money for presents.
Meg, Amy, Joe has a surprise for us. Or was I better when I was home? Listen, everyone, I've risen to the occasion this Christmas and written us an operatic tragedy,
And we're going to perform it for Christmas.
No, I can't. Not with my flat nose.
Joe, do you think we should? What with this awful war?
When have we let anything defeat us? Years from now, people will talk about us. One Christmas Eve, 4 penniless and ragged sisters put on an operatic tragedy for all of Concord.
Filled with blood and guts.
2 massacres, 1 mask ball, and several heart-wrenching scenes. We'll dim the lights, the crowd will hush. Strip the overture and Beth will surely blush. And when Clarissa starts to bleed, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe, do I die again in this one?
Yes. Then you will die like none before. The world will shudder when your body hits the floor. For when Rodrigo makes you bleed, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams. Now Amy asked Clarissa, only passion is permissible. Tragedy depends upon the fire in your eyes. And then, when you're the mother, you'll be noble, you'll be pure. All hearts will melt the moment mother cries. Let us begin.
Mother, dear mother, do not
No, Amy. Expression from the heart. Mother. Oh, no, dear mother. Do not cry.
Mother! Oh, no, dear! Joe, I am teased and ridiculed at school, and all that concerns you is your silly tragedy.
I know you're tired. I know it's hard. But we will triumph when Rodrigo yells, on guard! Success is guaranteed. Christmas will be thrilling. Christmas will be gory. Christmas will exceed our finest dream. Oh, Joe. I've made an important decision today. As you all know, I've been writing stories forever, and with much satisfaction, and people seem to like what I write.
Oh, we love it, Joe.
Absolutely. So, I've decided I'm going to become a world-renowned writer. I shall write great books and earn barrels of money, and I will give you all everything that you have ever dreamed of.
Oh, Joe.
Anything. But we must promise to remain just as we are, solid, like a fortress. No matter whatever happens, we must promise that it'll always be the 4 March sisters. Forever. Forever. Come, let's rehearse.
You will not come there,
I've got my boots in hand, my mustaches in this spirit song. I'm making my ashes down in curtains of Christmas. I'm strong all I know it's me. It's less of what is strange. I'm ready to take the wheel. I'll be some rain. My dearest mama, there will be Christmas after all. Christmas will exceed our finest dreams. Christopher
to her St. Valentine's Day ball.
I'll wring her bloody little neck if she doesn't.
Another. I want you to get us a Christmas tree.
Rodrigo will go chop one down immediately.
Where?
Over there, across the road.
Oh, but that's on Mr. Lawrence's property. You'll go to prison for it.
Prison? What care I for prison? Joe is an incredible human being. Look, it's Mr. Lawrence. He's standing there at the window glaring out.
Oh, he looks sinister.
I think he looks sad.
I would be sad living in such a house.
Has anyone ever been inside?
He would never let any of us in.
They say he's a very angry and bitter man. Joe's going to get us all into deathly trouble.
We'll be known as a family with a criminal sister.
What criminal sister?
What's going on here? Joe's written operatic tragedy, and she's inviting all of Congress to come see us perform it. And I'm the mother in it. And I've done. And I play Clarissa. It's very sweet.
That sounds wonderful.
Oh, Marnie, it's Joe's best. Oh, tell us about your day.
Well, I knitted socks and blankets for the Soldiers' Aid Society, and a letter came from Father.
A letter from Father?
Read it to us, Marnie.
Where's Joe?
She's outside. Read us the letter, Marnie.
No, we'll wait for Joe.
She may be hours.
Well, I want to hear all the things you did today. Joe!
Marnie,
Joe, where did you get that tree?
I borrowed it from Mr. Lawrence.
No, you didn't.
I took it for us, Marnie.
Well, take it back immediately.
Take it back? That's like taking back a chicken after you've chopped off its head.
Would you let us keep it? It's Christmas, Marnie.
No, destroying someone else's property is never
We could get it to the Hummels. They have so little.
good. Tree goes to the homeless. Now, what about Mr. Lawrence?
What about him?
Mr. Lawrence!
Yes, Mr. Lawrence. You.
Me?
You chopped down my perfect Douglas fir. I should have you arrested.
I'll make it up to you, sir.
With what?
I'll plant 6 more.
12
And I'll chop your firewood for a few days.
weeks. And I hope such an incident never happens again. You've ruined my day.
He sure loves his trees. I'm Theodore Lawrence III, but everyone calls me Laurie. I've come to live here, in Concord. I play the piccolo. Standing up. I once won a medal at school for holding my breath nearly 3 minutes before passing out. I think it's terrifically daring of you, chopping down grandfather's tree like that. Well, goodbye.
Theodore Lawrence III. Would you mind delivering this tree to the Hummels?
Joe!
I don't mind.
He doesn't mind.
Just point me in a direction.
They live half a mile down the road. The red house with the broken shingles.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Joe, you must think before you act on everything.
I just wanted us all to have a wonderful Christmas. A letter's coming from Father. Christopher Columbus! Read us the letter, Marmee!
My dear wife, the war goes on and on. The end seems nowhere in sight. The days are difficult and long, but I am well.
He's well.
Still, it's very lonely away from my dear ones, especially lonely as Christmas is approaching. Each night in my tent, I think of my precious girls.
He thinks of us?
Give them my love and give them a sweet kiss. Tell them to be good girls, faithful and hardworking, and to conquer that which is disagreeable in them, so that when I return, I'll be fonder and prouder than ever of my little William. Well, why are we all looking so glum? Do we have an operatic tragedy to perform or not?
We do.
Well, then we'll have costumes to create, and we'll need to get you an oleo curtain for you to paint.
Will you perform something, Marmee? Oh, do, Marmee.
Oh.
I'll write something thrilling for you, with passion and daring.
Yes, yes, I will. It'll be the best Christmas ever. We March women are invincible. Come, let's get to it.
I'll get the paints.
I'll get a costume for Marmee and Bill.
I still don't know why we couldn't have kept the tree.
My dear husband, right
write a letter, be inventive, tell you everything is fine, be attentive to the distance, send my love with every line, every word should bring you closer and caress you with its tone. Nothing should remind you that I am here alone. I can't tell you what I'm feeling. I can't talk about the war, how the pealing of the church bells brings the battle to our door. I don't know which part is harder, what I know or what's unknown, or raising little women when I am here alone. Counting days, praying for news. Is this the life we meant to choose? Do you know how much I miss you at this hour of the day? How I wish you were the twilight, come to take my fears away. Can I manage for young women? I'm not certain I know how. Will I be there when they need me? Do I fail them even now? I wish that you were with me, wish that I could bring you home. The nights seem so much longer now that I am here
Josephine? Josephine, is that you? Josephine!
Good morning, Ed March.
Do you know the hour?
Almost 10, I believe.
Your workday begins with me at 9. You've missed reading to me, and still haven't repaired the latch on the cellar door?
Well, I got delayed finding you this beautiful flower.
Don't trifle with me, Josephine. You were dawdling.
I wasn't dawdling, I was writing my story.
You are what happens to a girl who has no father.
I have a father.
Never here when you need him. And now, my nephew has the audacity to be an army chaplain when he can't even support his own family. Josephine, listen to me. You are on the verge of a womanhood.
Christopher
And
Columbus.
just look at you! You go about writing these senseless stories, talking about saving the world, and you can't even save yourself.
I don't need saving.
There are many pitfalls a girl can fall into, and Josephine, you are falling into all of them. I want to see you shine. Even if you're not rich, you can at least marry. Well,
I'll never marry.
You'll marry. All girls marry.
I'm not all girl.
With a good marriage, you can have power. You can take your place in society.
I don't give two figs about society.
Well, there is no point in our having this conversation. It is clear to me I could never take you to Europe.
Take me to Europe?
It was an idle thought of mine.
Do you know how important it is for a writer to travel? It's been my dream at March.
We earn our dreams in this world, Josephine. It's foolish of me to think you could ever change your ways.
Well, I could try.
Could you ever lose your will? Could you ever follow through? Could you ever bite your tongue, though your tongue be split in two? If you want to live your dreams, these are things you have to do. How could you change? You won't, not you.
I could change if I wanted to.
Could you practice self-control? Could you possibly be shy? Could you wear a corset tight in the heat of mid-July? These are rules you must obey, and everyone which you defy. How could you change? You won't, that's why. Yet somewhere deep within my heart I believe you could captivate the world. If you could change, there's so much you could achieve. In time you would succeed and travel very far indeed. You could be beguiling,
Charming me.
someone will matter, a model of grace, and the art of smiling.
That could be hard.
It is very hard for someone full of dreams like you. If you work, you'll find that there's nothing you can't do.
So if I change, we'll go to Paris.
Change completely or don't waste my time.
If I change, we'll stop in Antwerp.
Gracious living will make you sublime.
If I change, you'll take me to Zurich.
Every city from Dublin to Cork.
Surely, with your guidance, I can learn to use feminine wiles with Milan. I could be beguiling. I could learn to charm a donkey for a chance to see the world. Learn the art of smiling. I could button up my mind and keep my thoughts perfumed and proved. Yes, I surely think I could.
If you could, that would be good.
There is nothing that I wouldn't suffer to see the world. I could do it if I tried. I could do it by sheer will.
All you have to do is work to acquire any skill.
If it thinks a girl of blue and she has dreams she must fulfill.
Change how you walk and how you talk. Change how you think and how you walk.
I'll hold my breath and hold my tongue. Do what it takes to travel far.
Could you?
Yes, I
Good!
Come, girls, it's almost time. Oh, wait till you see the march Marmee. To think my two oldest girls are all getting ready for their first ball. Next year it will be you, Beth. Me. You really think so? Meg. I can't go.
Meg, why not?
Look at me. Every girl my age in Concord has already been to a ball. This is the very first time I've even worn a dress like this. Anything like this.
I wore that very same dress to my first ball. It didn't look half so good on me. Margaret and March, you have been dreaming about Annie Moffat's St. Valentine's Day ball for months. You can't just walk away from it now.
I'm not built for gowns.
So you look very alluring.
I think the word is alarming, Margaret.
Meg's the real beauty. Look at her. She'll be the most sought-after girl at the ball. She doesn't want to go.
Meg? What will I do if someone asks me to dance?
Just smile and say, I'd be delighted.
Delighted.
Then offer him your hand.
Delighted.
Delighted. Now let him take command.
I'm hardly delighted.
You're dancing like a candle.
No, I cannot dance tonight. I'd be delighted. Then you go. The music is entrancing, exotic, hypnotic,
Sound and romancing.
delighted, delighted. Some of them are glancing. People everywhere, elegance to spare. How can I be true when they are like you when I'm there? I can see you dancing all night. I'd be delighted, delighted, so glad you were invited. Completely delighted, who paid the coachman? I did. Delighted, provided, success has been decided.
I'm ready.
Amy, what are you doing?
I'm going to the ball.
You're not.
I found this dress in the attic, and it almost fits me. It was mine. I know. All it needs is a pretty sash. Besides, why shouldn't I go?
Because you weren't invited.
I can go in your place.
In my place.
You don't care about good society, and I do.
I don't care about snobs. People who think they're better than you just because they have grander houses.
They do have grander houses.
Hey.
And I want elegance and fine things, Marmee.
And I want passion. I want to be noticed because I'm unique, not because of some silly sash.
Sashes aren't silly. And March says, the right accessories can be the key to a girl's success. Besides, I would never go to a ball with scorch marks on the back of my dress as big as yours.
Amy, that's enough. Let's go get the sewing kit.
Jo hates balls. She should just go to her musty old attic and write her dreadful stories.
My stories aren't dreadful.
Nobody reads them, and nobody likes them.
Well, I like them.
Besides, I'm sending this one off to a very prominent New York publisher, and he'll hate it.
Girls, that's enough. There, Jo. It's hardly noticeable.
We have to go.
Yes. And I'll make sure to let everyone know how nice you were to let me borrow your beautiful fan. Good night, Marmee. Beth, if anyone calls for us, we're at the ball.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, girls. Have a wonderful evening. Amy, you think about what you said, and when Jo returns, you can apologize. Now come, girls. It's time for bed. Amy,
Okay, coming.
These are the march girls I've been telling you about. This is May, right?
Yes.
And this is Jo. She cuts our firewood on occasion. This is Mr. John Brooke. He's a scholar from Boston. I'm Laurie's tutor. Come, Laurie.
Sir, you've taken my dance card.
I'm sorry. Is this yours? So you're Margaret March.
Yes, I am.
Splendid party, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Quite lovely. So you're from Boston?
Actually, Maine.
I've never been to Maine.
You should go. It's a beautiful country. It's very primitive.
I like primitive.
Good. Mr. Brooke is a romantic.
Is that true?
Well, no. I read Keats and Shelley.
So do I.
Read Keats and Shelley.
All the time. Christopher Columbus.
Just a dance, Miss March.
Oh, maybe we were much enjoying the
Ladies' lives, Mr. Brooke. Excuse us, Joe.
You make me beam.
Well, you look ridiculous.
Well, you look very fetching tonight.
Fetching.
Really? Tell me, when you're not attending balls, what do you do?
I write write blood and guts stories. I make extraordinary plans. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to meet famous writers and revolutionaries. So what about you? What do you do? Marmee said you're all alone in the world. No mother or father. That must be awful.
It's not awful. I've got a cranky old grandfather. I got a cat. I've got...
What?
Well, I was hoping to say you.
Me? You don't have me.
I know I have a right. But sometimes late at night, I watch it from that attic. Pacing back and forth like a maniac. I've never met a girl like you. Anyone at all like you. This is very nice. It's such a lovely party. The music sounds so thrilling. It makes a person feel like dancing. I'm very good. I won a medal for dancing at school.
I don't dance. Besides, I've got a patch on the back of my dress.
A patch? Let me see.
No! No!
I like it. That patch is sort of a whole new fashion. Dance with me tonight, and I guarantee you by next spring, every girl in Concord will be wearing a patch on her dress. We could do 100 things, do anything we please. We could fly on golden wings across the 7 seas. I'll bet we can get a camel through a needle if you'll take a chance on me.
You're a lunatic.
We could catch 1,000 stars and stand them on a pin. We could leave from here to Mars and watch the planet spin. If you want to do all the things you've ever dreamed of, come on and take a chance on me. We could be such friends. Friends are never lonely. All I know is books. Books are solitary, but I see you every day. How you live in your own way, and you make me want to dare to take a chance on you.
All right. We could box if you like.
You box? I should warn you, I won a medal for boxing it.
Is that how you win medals?
You cheat! We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. Okay, wait! We could fly to such extremes. There's so much we could share. We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of. And we'll live in our own way. And I'll see you every day. We'll be the best of friends. When you take a chance on me. So what do you say? Try me.
I challenge you to a skating race. Tomorrow, at the pond. Come on!
We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of. Cause you'll take a chance, yes you'll take a chance, finally take a chance on me.
Marmee! They're home!
Excuse me, Miss Marsh. I'm John Brooke, Laura's here. We were dancing, and the ankle made me sprain. Thank you. Good night.
Good night!
The evening started out strangely, but ended magnificently.
Good night.
Good night.
Can you walk on it?
It's nothing, Marmee. Tell us about the balls. I tried to do all these ladylike things, Marmee, that went unnoticed. Except by Mr. Lawrence's grandson. And poor Meg, nobody even asked her to dance except for that pompous Mr. Brooke.
He danced divinely. I had a wonderful time. Actually, I had the best time of my life. I may have left here a girl, but I came home a woman.
A woman? What is she talking about? Meg!
It's just Meg being silly, Marmee.
Come, girls. It's time for bed. It's a late night for all of us.
Darling, look what I brought for you, a truffle.
Thank you, Joe. Good night, everyone.
Amy?
I'm sorry for the things I said, Joe.
And for you, Miss March?
A petit four.
A little squashed, but still edible.
Thank you.
I'm coming, Joe.
I just want to put the finishing touches to my story.
Okay. Don't be too late. See that the fire is put out.
Amy! Amy, where are you?
Joe, what's happening?
Amy, get down here!
Joe?
Amy, what did you do? What did you do with my stories? What did you do? I was working on that story day and night. I burned it! You what?
And I'm glad I did.
And I choke you
And
on!
I bare my throat to you.
Girls, that's enough. Back to bed. What's got into you both?
She burned my story!
She deserved it.
Amy, no, you did an intolerable thing.
Marmee.
Oh, you just drive up like the world to Joe.
But Joe has everything.
What do I have? I wear dresses with patches. I write a story that my sister
You
burned.
could have given me the invitation.
The invitation was meant for me.
The time will come, Amy.
My time will never come. I'm always forgotten. I'm always last. I have nothing special.
Both of you look at me. Look at me. I cannot demand that you two love one another, but I will demand that you live together with respect.
I hate the way I look. I hate this nightgown. This is mine. I want something that's mine! Now take back my fan.
I'm so sorry, Joe.
It's not your fault that you did give birth to her.
Can't you see she just wants to be like you? She wants to have what you have. She's just a child.
She's not just a child. She's a demon in a child's body.
If I could bring back your story, I would.
My writing is everything to me. It's who I am. It's my future. It's my passion.
That passion is still in you, Joe. Believe me, it's still there.
I'll never forgive her.
You're not wrong, Joe, to feel anger. But if you build a wall between you and Amy, I'm afraid the only person you're going to end up hurting is yourself. And I couldn't bear that. Try and get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I won't. I will never fall asleep again. Not for decades, no, not even then. My passion's in that story. How could she be so cruel? How could so much be lost so easily? I wrote my heart out. It does not seem fair. I'll rage until I'm withered. I'll grow cold and bitter. Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic. A creature of gall and likeness. A spinster rejected from the world. She attached golden braids to her hair.
The pond is still frozen enough, and the ice is magnificent. Joe, come.
Lori, I'm finishing my story.
Finish it later. Come skate with me now. I want to win one race before the winter's over.
I'll give you a 2-minute head start.
2 minutes?
And still beat you.
Amy, go with them. Joe doesn't want me. Go anyway. Joe hasn't spoken to me in 3 weeks. I drew her a picture with her beautiful hair. She just ignored it. Besides, my ice skates don't fit me anymore, so take mine. Can I really? Oh, thank you, Beth. I hope one day I can be as sweet as you.
You are sweet.
Watch where you're going.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lawrence.
That piano sounds terrible.
It needs a tuning, sir.
Where is my grandson, Lori?
I'm sure he'll be home soon.
The boy's missed 6 lessons, fallen behind in all his work. I've strictly forbidden him to associate with this family.
Why, sir?
Because a man needs an iron will if he is to succeed in this world. And this family will only suffer. Which one of the dreadful little March girls are you?
I'm Dreadful Beth.
Oh, yes. Lori tells me you're the one who wants to play my priceless piano. It's out of the question. It belonged to my daughter, Lori's mother. It has been locked since she passed away, and that's how it shall stay. Are you afraid of me?
A little.
Why?
Well, it might have something to do with your face, sir. It's very hard.
Well, I cannot help my hard face. Continue with what you were playing. Come now, I haven't all day. Are you going to play or not?
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 sets. Buy the finest china, the ones I know well, and 2 cents.
Well, go on.
We will build model boats off in Massachusetts, there in Massachusetts by the bay. Put them together and wait until the glue sets.
Well, what's the matter
I
now?
don't remember the rest, sir.
While we wait, we'll polka for the folk along the parapets.
Oh,
To Massachusetts,
yes, we're off.
to where the shops are sweet. We will play minuets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Beacon Street. If you say up with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 sets. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while and drink 2 sets. Yes, we're off to Massachusetts.
Yes, we're off.
Yes, we're off to where the shops are sweet. We will have no regrets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, we.
Boston, Massachusetts, we.
Boston, Massachusetts, we repeat. Well, goodbye.
Bye, sir.
Come visit me at my house tomorrow. I'll find the key to that old piano. We'll see if it has any music left in it. Will you come?
Yes.
And when you see Laurie, tell him I wish to see him at once.
Meg! What is it, Beth? Meg! Oh, Meg! Mr. Lawrence was here. He invited me to come to his house tomorrow and play his piano. Beth!
He's really not as horrible as we imagined.
Meg! Beth! Joe, what's happened? Amy! She fell through the ice.
The ice gave in. I got to her just in time.
She's careless. She's rash. She just wanted to be with you. I was skating so beautifully. You don't think. You know you're not supposed to skate
skate by the bridge. Everybody knows the ice by the bridge is dangerous.
You didn't want me skating near you. I love your stories, Jill. I tried to write one to make up for what I did, but I couldn't think of anything to say. And so I drew that picture of you with your beautiful hair and my big mouth. And you just ignored it.
You skate recklessly. If it weren't for Laura, you could have been killed.
Maybe it would have been better if I had.
You must never say such things. When the ice broke beneath you, all I could think was, I could have lost you.
Go on. Forgive her.
See how much she's changed.
Go.
Everybody stop it. I was devastated when you heard my stories. I couldn't understand how someone could do such a thing. Promise me. Promise me you'll never see me as an enemy, but as a sister who loves you.
I promised you.
The 4 March sisters. Forever.
Forever!
Forever!
Lori. Lori, who saved Amy and made this day possible. I want to declare before everyone, before the world, that on this day of forgiveness and joy, that you, Theodore Lawrence III, who has valiantly lost all contests to me, I declare you our brother. The brother we never had. Swear to us your greatest oath of loyalty, an oath as dazzling as your charm.
I swear I'll follow you like royalty.
Come wear our royal coat of arms. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and one for all for life.
We'll live like musketeers.
Together we'll prevail. We'll be fine for all forever from now on. Now each of us must swear for all eternity, our bond shall never be undone. Nothing shall sever this fraternity. We'll always live and die as one. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and one for all for life. Together we will fight.
Your battles will be mine.
We'll be fine for all forever from now on. Speak.
On this wonderful day.
It's wonderful.
One I'll never forget.
Never forget.
I am honored to say I am
From this day on we swear that we shall not be parted. From this day on, no matter what, for life, for all for life, we'll conquer every foe. One another by our side. If John Rick were here, he'd be our brother too.
Thanks and love.
Consider any friend.
Be loyal till the end.
We'll be fine for all forever.
Bye for all forever.
We'll be fine for all forever from now on and on and on. From now on.
Mrs. March, we must be getting to the station.
Amy! Amy, Aunt Marsh will be here soon.
You don't want to miss your train.
I know. I just need a few more minutes. I'm waiting for Joe. Tell me I'm doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing.
I've never left my girls before.
Your husband has pneumonia, and he needs you with him in Washington.
I feel like I'm being torn in two. One part of me here and the other part.
I'll look in on the girls every day.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
I'll just take this to the carriage. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning, sir.
Marmee, I packed you this basket of food.
Thank you, Beth.
Amy's almost ready. She packed up half the house.
Where's Joe? I sent her to Aunt March's house hours ago.
I'll get her.
Here's the cloak Father loves so much.
Marmee, please don't make me go to Aunt March's house. Everything's so old and it scares me. I drew this picture of you. It's you with apple blossoms in your hair, the goddess of spring. It's for Father. Is he going to die?
No, Amy, I'll see to it he recovers.
Marmee, I'm sorry I'm late. I did get the money, though.
Thank you, Joe. I know how difficult it is for you to ask out.
Oh, I didn't ask her. I couldn't. So I went to the town common and stood there all morning trying to sell my stories. And when that failed, I sold my hair.
Oh, my! Joe, you're bald.
I'm not bald.
But your hair was your best feature.
She looks beautiful. Now Marmee will have money enough to stay with Father for as long as he needs her. Here, $27.22. I put in a few extra coins I had stashed away.
Thank you, Joe. I'm so
Disappointed?
proud. It was a very courageous thing to do.
The carriage is almost ready, Miss March. Joe, you look different?
Mrs. March, we must hurry if we want to get to the station.
By the end of next summer, I guarantee every single girl in Concord will be wearing her hair.
Lori!
Come, let me hold my girls.
I feel awful. We've never been parted before.
Really? I'll make sure to take care of everything, Marmee. I miss you so much.
I miss you too. Don't worry, I'll be back as soon as possible.
Tell Father that we love him.
Oh, I will.
We miss him.
Your hair looks lovely. It really does.
What's that? It's interesting.
My dear Margaret, make certain your husband recovers.
Yes, thank you, Aunt March. Thank you for taking care of Amy while I'm gone. Amy, tell Aunt March how excited you are to be staying with her.
I'm so excited to be living with you while Marmee's in Washington, Aunt March.
Naturally. Oh.
Now, no glum faces, no tears. We'll be back as soon as possible. How did you all grow up so fast? Goodbye, Aunt March.
Goodbye.
Marmee, you'll tell Father how much we miss him and love him?
Josephine, what have you done?
I sold my hair so that Marmee would have a safe.
You did what? I told you, if you need money, come to me.
Well, I was hoping to earn my own money.
Cutting one's hair and selling it like a beggar is not an option for a lady. Oh, you look like a shorn sheep. Have you forgotten our contract?
I never forget it. Visiting Europe, seeing Paris, London.
Well, if you don't live up to your part of the bargain, why should I live up to
I
mine?
tried to live up to my part. I went to a ball. I practiced dancing with Meg. I read a book on etiquette. I held my tongue in several situations when I wanted to scream out. I've got a fire in me at March.
Well, let's just see where this fire takes you in life. Let's just see what doors this fire opens for you. See what society has to say of your
To
fire!
hell with society. We
Josephine!
don't live for society. We live for what we have inside of us. To engage in passionate exchanges, meet new people, go new places, have new love.
Josephine, you think you know everything, and you know nothing! As for Europe, you can forget it. Europe is meant for someone with a little more understanding of its rewards.
Hey, March.
The subject is closed.
The subject is not closed. And if it is, I'll open it up again. I will go to Europe. I'll go there even if I have to swim there.
Josephine,
Hello, John.
I like your haircut, Joe.
And my hair will grow back. Joe!
who is this man?
He's Lori's tutor and a friend.
Well, tell your friend his visit should be brief. Amy, collect your things. I'll be waiting for you in the carriage. I have plans for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been listening. He said mine and all. Father's in the Army Hospital in Washington. I have friends who work there.
When do you leave?
Tonight. Meg. Margaret, I'm not a rich man, and I'm not particularly handsome.
You're very handsome, John.
Really? I'm not the wisest man in the world.
You're wise.
Thank you. Meg. Margaret. If you could find it in your heart, if you could love me as I love you, if only you'd care while we are apart, then I would be rich, I would be wise, I would be more than I am.
Wait for your return. Wait while you're at
If
war.
you will wait while I am gone, if you'll imagine me here with you, if only you care if I carry on, then I could be strong,
Why must you go?
I could be brave,
Don't be too brave.
I could be more,
Only come
more than I
home.
am. If you will say you love me enough to marry me, I will come home and love you
Swear you'll
for
come
all of my life, and I will be more than I am. Say yes, make me more than I am.
I'll marry you tomorrow. I'll marry you today. Come home and I will love you for all of my life.
I swear to you now with all my heart, I swear I will love you as you love me. From this moment on, we'll be apart.
I will be
I will be
more than I am. With you, I am more than I am.
I love you every day, twice a day, 5 times a day.
It's settled.
What?
We'll all go to Europe. Why shouldn't we? Here we are, young women on our own. It's time we looked ahead. We'll save our pennies. I'll get a real job.
Joe,
I've set the itinerary. We'll go to Spain first, Madrid. Then we'll go to Rome to visit the Vatican, have an audience with the Pope. It's a wonderful idea, isn't it?
Joe, I'm engaged. John proposed and I accepted.
Meg? Meg, that's so romantic! Oh, engaged. Meg's engaged. Have a large wedding. Aunt March says we're very fashionable.
Amy, Aunt March is waiting for you. Here. I'll come visit you later.
Bye, everyone. What about our promise to remain together?
You made that promise a long time ago. I've changed, Joe. You've changed.
I haven't changed. I wouldn't make a promise one day, then break it the next. Our word is everything.
I love him.
So you love him. I'm talking about us, Meg. We're all alone now. We've only got each other.
Joe.
Our future as a family's at stake. You can't turn your back on us.
I'm not turning my back on you.
I told you I'm going to become a published writer.
I know.
I'll give you everything that you have ever dreamed of. If she loves him.
I do. With all my heart and soul.
I've lost Meg. You have not lost Meg. I've lost my trip to Europe.
We'll get to Europe someday, Joe. I know you will. You can do anything. You can make the clouds disappear.
It's you who can make the clouds disappear.
Come on, walk with me and tell me all about your adventures today.
Well, I smoothed my hair.
Yes.
And before that, I stood in the town common all morning trying to sell my stories. And when nobody would listen to me, I shouted, "Joe March is here!" And then stood up and began to recite one of them. Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic.
Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic, a creature of bone, a spinster rejected by the world, hungry for blood as she rose from the dark. Her hair, ghastly white, her eyes, beady red. Joe! Joe March! It's your best friend, Theodore Lawrence III! Her fingers clenched with rage as she went out into the wretched night.
Lori! Christopher Columbus! It's been a week since you've been here!
I was in Boston. I have dreadful news.
What news?
With the war ended, grandfather's insisted I move on with my life. He's enrolled me in school.
What?
He's enrolled me for college in time for the summer session.
Well, that's wonderful news.
What's wonderful about it? Leaving the best friend I've ever had?
I can't imagine Concord without you. Not seeing your silly grin every day.
I don't want to go.
But you've got to go. This is an incredible opportunity. College. I'd go there in a minute. I'd study everything.
What do you need of schools? You're going to be a famous writer.
Famous.
I want to tell you something.
Tell me something.
Ever since that first day we met, do you remember that day?
Of course.
That day you chopped down grandfather's cherished tree? I knew you and I would be magnificent together.
We are magnificent together.
My sweet Joe. For weeks now. Once even. This whole year, actually. I wanted to.
What was that?
It was a kiss.
I know it was a kiss.
It was my first kiss. I thought about it for a really long time. We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. We could go to such extremes. There's so much we could share.
Lori, what's gotten into you?
Look here. I took part of my inheritance, and I bought you this ring.
A ring? What are you talking about?
I want to marry you.
Marry me! Stop this, Lori. This isn't funny.
I practice the lines over and over. Marry me. Marry me.
Have you gone mad?
I'm in love with you, and I want you to be my wife.
No! Find some other girl. Find some more accomplished girl.
I don't want an accomplished girl. I want you.
Well, you can't have me.
At least you'll think about
There's
it.
nothing to think about. I'll never marry.
You will.
I won't.
You'll marry. Just not me. That's what you're really trying to say. You'll find someone.
Please go away, Lori. I thought you understood me.
You know all along how I felt. Everyone knew.
You knew all along who I was, what I wanted.
Joe.
Please, just go. Who is he? Who is he with his merry me, with his ring and his merry me? The nerve to go. This is not what was meant to be. How could he ruin it all with those two words? I thought I knew him, thought that he knew me. When did it change? What did I miss? A kiss when I thought all along that we were meant to forge frontiers. How could I be so
my attic, all I'd ever need. Now nothing feels the way it was before, and I don't know how to proceed. I only know I'm meant for something more. I've got to know if I can be astonishing. There's a life I am meant to lead, a life like nothing I have known. I can feel it, and it's far from here. I've got to find it on my own. Even now I feel its heat upon my skin, a life of passion that pulls me from within, a life that I am aching to begin. There must be somewhere I can be astonishing, astonishing. I'll find my way, I'll find it far away. I'll find it in the unexpected and unknown. I'll find my life in my own way today. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. I will blaze until I find my time and place. I will be fearless, surrendering modesty and grace. I will not disappear without a trace. I'll shout and start a riot, be anything but quiet. Christopher Columbus, I'll be astonishing, astonishing, astonishing. At last.
Miss March! Has anyone seen Miss March? Professor, have you seen the whereabouts of Miss March?
No, Mrs. Kirk, I have not seen the whereabouts of Miss March.
Hannah! Do we have enough sheets for the new boarders? Since the war ended, Professor, people are coming from everywhere. Miss March!
What is it, Mrs. Kirk?
Miss March has received a telegram. A telegram, Professor. She could have received a great deal of money. She could be an heiress. Then again, it could be a terrible tragedy. There's no telling, is there? As her good friend, I think you'd be concerned for her.
Miss March and I are not good friends. We are simply acquaintances.
I see. Helga!
You and the others in this house seem to be under the impression that Miss March and I have some sort of kinship. We have simply gone places together.
The theater.
Yes, I took her to see Hamlet.
Pathetic tale it is.
Very pathetic. And I have given her 3 German lessons.
3? That many?
And I have taken her to see lectures, to the park to hear speakers. But Miss March hardly seems to notice I exist. She is preoccupied. She rushes past me like the wind.
Christopher Columbus! Mrs. Kirk, have you seen the professor?
Behind you, darling.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Miss March. The word is Tag. Guten Tag means good day.
I know what it means, but when you talked to me, you said Tag.
I would never say tag.
Well, I'm sure you did.
Well, I'm sure I didn't.
Alright. Guten Tag. And it is a wonderful Guten Tag, an amazing Guten Tag. I have incredible news. I came to New York on a dream. I knew it might take me a while, but all I've been hearing since I arrived is leaving right there on the pile. So today I woke up and decided it's time. Time to achieve, time to grind, time to climb.
Miss March, tell us what happened.
Sometimes when you dream, your dream is just a guess. Sometimes when you work really hard, you don't know if you'll ever find success. So I grabbed a story to sell and got ready to raise hell. Then I marched out the door and headed right for the weekly volcano press.
Ah, Henry Dashwood. Now he is a man of taste.
Dashwood was a fiend. He sneered at my distress, tossed my story high on his back, but I was determined I would progress. I said, sir, I'll wait while you read. But alas, he disagreed. Then I jumped on a chair and read it right there at the weekly volcano press. Keep away from me, you wretch! I cannot keep away. Your beauty draws me. Your passion ignites me.
Ah, it's the one that's also whore in it. It's a bloodbath.
That's the one that I took advice that you gave me. I made it better.
I've got to have you.
I defy you.
I will take you.
Let me buy you. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Then Rodrigo appears in magnificent splendor.
Unhand that woman, villain! Who are you? I am your destiny, your victorious lord. I've come to avenge your crimes of 10 years ago. Run to the forest, run!
I can't. The forest is dangerous. My sister went in there and never returned.
You must risk it. You must take the dark path. Your fate awaits you there.
She will never escape me!
Hurry! On guard! Go! Now!
Dashwood was aghast, but I could not care less. Words I spoke ignited the air. I felt like a publishing lioness. That's when Dashwood started to shout, and I thought he'd throw me out. But then I persevered, and a forest appeared at the weekly volcano press. The forest is dark and scary. Clarissa enters, fears what fate awaits her. She comes to a fork in the road and goes no further. Which way do I go? A hag appears.
I can help you choose, but you must make a sacrifice. Give me something, dear. Those combs are nice.
Without these combs, what will I be?
Perhaps a hag as dull as me. I can't. You'll never know your destiny until you give up vanity.
I've got to know. Please show me where to go.
Your fate awaits you there.
The path is perilous. She avoids swamps. She loses her footing. Her shoes tumble off. Her dress gets caught on a twisted limb. She comes to Wild Rapids and goes no further. How should I get across? A troll appears. If you want to cross, you must pay me. I'm the only boat that can get you there alive. I see you wear a necklace that holds a pretty jewel. My price to get across is what you're wearing around your neck. Oh, how its glitter makes me drool. I've nothing left but this. My prospects are so bleak. You'll never know what wisdom is unless you give
Then can you not care for me? It's been years since I felt the touch of another hand.
Then take mine, and take my shawl, ragged as it is.
Have now completed your journey. My sword is yours, to protect you against your enemies. You may now return to the moors. Your fate is in your hands.
Then Clarissa raced from the forest, raced to the moors where she called out, "I have returned, Braxton! I will free the moors from your tyranny! Fight me!"
I always knew you'd come back for me. They always do.
Clarissa thrusts, she parries, she backs up Braxton and hits him against the tree. She leaps up onto a craggy rock, her sword swishing and swooshing. She is so determined. She is on fire. Pity she hadn't taken dueling lessons. Who should appear out of nowhere but the long-forgotten Rodrigo?
Surrender, women. I waited a lifetime to destroy you. Who are you? I am your worst nightmare, Braxton. I am.
Her sister! And then Dashwood got on his knees, crying, "Sell this to me, please."
Oh, Miss March!
Then he ordered for more, and now I'm writing for the weekly Volcano Press. I'm ready for destiny. I'm dressing for birds. I'll take what is rightly mine. With words of the birds, I will not quit. I will be forgotten. I will shine, I'll dazzle the war. I'm ready to take a bow and sing in a song. My destiny here and now. All the stars over.
Congratulations! I am, what is the verb?
Amazed.
Flabbergasted and delighted.
Christopher Columbus, I feel today anything is possible. You were right, Professor.
About what?
Everything. I'm going to be a published writer. Can't believe it. $22 and 15 more for my commission. You're rich. I feel rich. Professor, do you dance?
No.
Neither do I. But today I could.
We should celebrate your success, Miss March. Have you ever been to the Broadway Gardens?
Are you asking me to dinner, Professor?
No. Yes!
I should like that.
Miss March, I almost forgotten all the excitement. A telegram came for you. More good news, I suspect.
Today I could start a revolution. I could.
What is it, Miss March?
Is it not good news?
Dear God, no. It's my sister Beth. She's contracted scarlet fever. I must go home immediately.
I'm sorry, dear. Sorry for you and your family.
Mrs. Kirk, tell the girls.
They'll be fine.
Tell them to keep reading.
I will.
Miss March, I should like to accompany you.
Accompany me?
You shouldn't travel alone.
I came here alone. I shall be fine.
Thank you.
Miss March, you will return?
Of course.
And Miss March, viel Glück.
Yes. I will need good luck.
Your simple acquaintance is leaving you, Professor.
Yes.
Time to get up, Mr. Felix. Feet off the sofa.
Beth knows nothing?
Joe has seen everything.
There. That's it.
Yes.
At last it's found a home.
Beauty, sir. I'll let Joe know.
John, wait. The flowers.
Oh, Mr. Lawrence, it's magnificent. But you shouldn't have.
But I did. And enough said on the matter.
Joe,
Meg,
it's in place.
Where are you taking me? You'll see. What is it? Is it Amy? Is she back?
it's not Amy. She's not back.
But what is it?
See, she looks. There.
Mr. Lawrence,
Over here.
your piano.
No, Beth. Yours.
Why? No, Marmee.
There was no argument, my man.
But why, sir?
Because it kept calling, where's that dreadful little March girl? It missed you.
Go sit at that.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. I shall treasure it.
Play something for us, Beth. It sounds like it.
Oh, I almost forgot. I received a letter from Laurie. He had been in New York.
Laurie was in New York?
Didn't he come see you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. But he was in such a bad way, moping about for weeks. I insisted he do some business for me, then go to Europe and enjoy himself. And guess who we met up with while in Florence?
Who?
Amy, and your Aunt March. Miss March, may I join you?
It would be an honor, sir.
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go.
We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 cents.
Buy
the finest china, then we'll dine a while.
New York? I miss New York.
Off to Massachusetts, yes, we're off to where the shops are sweet. We will have no regrets off in Massachusetts.
Dear Professor Bear, so much is happening here. My sister Meg is having a baby. My sister Beth is gravely ill, but I know I have it in me to make her better. I'm taking her and my mother to Cape Cod, to Balmond for a few days. Given all that is happening here, I don't know when I can return to New York. I miss it. I miss our volatile exchanges. I miss our walks in the park to
To
hear.
hear the speakers shout how we would change the world. I too would like to change the world. Yes, of course. And how are you, sir? She asks how I am, and so how am I? My days are the usual days. I get up, I go out. Time goes by. My days are exactly the days that I've lived since arriving here. In fact, what I am is amazed how this comforts me year by year. I work and I eat, life is muffins and jam. The house is nice and quiet now. That is how I am. 5 years in these rooms, reading Hegel and Kant. My mind is devoted to thoughts on the meaning of life. What more could I want? Yet why is it lately I find I'm uneasy all through the night? And why even now does my skin feel explosive as dynamite? Why does my heart pound like a battering ram? How can she ask me how I am? How I am is fine. Dear Miss March, there's nothing dramatic or new to report. This will be short. Morning and evening I live in my usual way. On the day you return, you will see for yourself. Tell me, Miss March, are you happy so far from the clang and the beat of our turbulent street? Quite often I think of our days in New York. But of course, since you left, I have been quite content. I wake in the morning and all that I hear is the absence of sound. Yes, my peace is disturbed, but the ruckus is me as my thoughts run aground. I wanted a life for myself in these rooms, but now all around me another life looms. Who asked her to come and to go and to leave me like that? And now she expects me to send her a note with words if I spoke they would stick in my throat. Who asked her to change how I live, how I think, how I am? She asks how I am. How can I reply? I go through my daily routine. I give the lessons, I wait. Time goes by. Yet lately I find there is pleasure in humming a silly tune. And some days I go to the park and I sit there all afternoon. Some evenings I swear I can hear the door slam. The house is far too quiet now. That is how I am.
Oh, Marmee, it's beautiful. Look at the waves and all the shells.
I believe this one is 1,000 years old. Listen, Beth. Remember how we always used to talk about coming to Cape Cod?
Yes. And now Jo, with her wee literary earnings, as she calls them, has brought us.
I'm so happy to be here with you. Promise me, Beth. Promise me. Whatever's got hold of you, continue.
Beth, look what I bought for you. Kite. Look at the tail. I told the man I wanted all the colors of the rainbow for my sister. It's the most beautiful kite I've ever seen.
I'll leave you two.
Now stay.
I'll go write a letter to Father. Tell him how beautiful the Cape is this time of year. I love you.
Come out of the chair and help me put this kite together. Tell me again about New York. It's a circus. A circus? Waltzing camels, dancing horses. Sometimes you see them right out on the street.
And the women, are they shameless?
Some of them, anyway. It's a wonderful place, Beth. I'm going to take you there, to New York, and we'll dine in the finest restaurants, and we'll see Shakespeare, and we'll mingle with unsavory characters.
Joan, I found something for you. Marmee says that this shell is over 1,000 years old, and I believe that once upon a time it had an amazing life. If you put it to your ear, it talks to you.
What does it say?
It says, we grow up too fast. You're a woman of the world now, Joan. I'm so proud of you.
When we were first born, not a minute old, I told Marmee,
Beth is mine.
everyone has someone special in the world. And I have you.
My sweet Beth.
Give me a task to do.
Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the air. We'll ascend until we're out of sight. Light as paper,
anything. I never made plans about what I would do when I grew up. And I'm not afraid to die. The hardest part, Joe, is leaving you. I won't let it happen. You'll get better, you will. Some things are meant to be. The tide turning endlessly. The way it takes hold of me. No matter what I do, some things will never die. A promise of who you are. Your memories when I am far from you. All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now.
Everybody, I'm home!
Look at this house.
Joe! Marmy!
We left it in shambles, and it's still in shambles.
Did you see the look I gave the coachman at March? His impertinence. He caught every bump in the road.
Now, Amy, we must always be civil to a coachman. Respect those who hold the reins until we wrench the reins from them.
Yes, Aunt March. Joe! Marmy!
And Amy, remember, you're a lady now.
Yes, I'm a lady. Meg! When did this house get so small?
As we grow grand, Amy, oftentimes the world around us appears to diminish in size. Why, I've known some people to disappear before my very eyes.
You're such a dear, Aunt March. Thank you for everything.
Yes, well, I'll go see to that wretched coachman.
Remember, Aunt March, respect those who have the reins.
Very good.
Amy?
Meg? Oh, Meg, is that really you? Marmy, let me look at you!
You look so beautiful.
Oh, you're a mother now, twins. I can't believe it.
Amy! Look at her, Marmy.
My baby's home. And you're all grown up?
I am. I really am. I feel sophisticated. You can't imagine the experiences I've had. And wherever I was, I thought, if only Meg were with me. If only Joe. If only... Dad. I was so sorry I couldn't be here to say goodbye to her. I cried for weeks. I couldn't stop. And Mark said I was being unreasonable, but my heart was breaking not to be there with her.
Beth understood.
Joe? Oh, Joe!
She said, tell Amy not to fret. Did you really say that? She was strong. To the very end, it was impromptu. I bought her this metronome. Man said their never liked it. Now, where did we get this magnificent piano? Mr. Lawrence gave it to Beth.
Oh, he's such a dear, isn't he? It's so good to be home in our dear house.
Amy, come show us what you brought back.
It's a king's ransom. I have so many things to tell you all. I ate frogs, actual frogs. And how is John? Is he still romantic?
More so.
I knew it. Men are so amazing.
That's almost everything.
Lori?
No.
I didn't know you were coming back with them.
Yes, we all sailed the same ship back.
You look different.
Do I? I'm an inch or so taller.
It was very sweet of you to comfort Amy and Aunt March during our loss of Beth.
When I heard the news, I was devastated. I wanted to come see you in New York. I thought about
Oh no, I don't blame you, Lori. I was horrible to you. I was so unfeeling.
You said what you felt.
Guess what? I sold the story.
I knew you would. I always had that sort of faith in you.
I know you did.
You know, you look different too. Very distinguished.
Distinguished, really. I missed you.
I missed you too. You know, I found something about myself.
What's that?
I was never meant to fly on those golden wings.
Who is?
You, Joe. You were meant to soar. Me, I was meant for more mundane things. I've decided to go into grandfather's business. I know it's the last thing I would have thought of for myself. But to be honest, I'm sort of fascinated by the prospects. I shall be wily and shrewd.
Lori, there you are.
Amy, did you tell Joe?
Tell me what?
The most amazing thing.
Really? Quite nothing?
You tell her.
No, you tell her.
All right, I'll tell her. We were under the bridge of sighs,
In a gondola,
under Italian skies.
she was singing lullabies.
She says he likes the way I sing.
The day was ours.
We talked for hours.
It was amazing.
I said I love fireflies.
I said so do
I
I.
told him I hate the guys.
There was something in her eyes.
I said that bells began to ring.
We found that we
We're so alike, it was amazing.
So, tell me, who proposed to whom?
We were trying to be so discreet about it.
amazing. There we were in Venice.
In a gondola,
In Venice.
when he suddenly stood up
And shouted, "Will you marry me?"
It was so
And
romantic.
I fell into the water.
And before we even knew
She
it,
dove in and rescued me.
it happened before we knew.
We have known.
Amazing what time can do.
From that moment, my heart flew.
We'll be married in the spring.
Whoever thought in all the world we'd fall in love, and yet we did.
It was amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
The most amazing thing. Come, Lauren, help me with the rest of my things.
She bought half of Europe.
And I'll buy the other half on our next trip. Remember, Aunt March wants to speak with us about proper wedding etiquette.
Lori,
Welcome to the family.
Thank you, Joe.
I never meant for it to happen like this. I always thought of Lori as yours.
he's never been mine. He's always been one of us.
Oh, Joe, I brought you this. It's a book of my drawings. I drew all the things you should have seen, the churches and palaces. I want you to have them.
No, Amy, I can't.
Yes, you can. We'll always be close, Joe. That will never change. Never.
Amy, thank you. Your drawings are beautiful.
It's been a while since you've been up here.
I know.
The room needs an airing and a dusting.
I'll get to it.
The attic used to be such a sanctuary for you, Joe. Whenever you were sad or angry, you run up here, bolt the door, and come back hours later, so full of life. I haven't seen that Joe in a long time.
I can't write. I can't do anything, really. You're right, before I could just come up here and solve everything. Beth would say, Joe can make the clouds disappear. I miss Beth. I should have never broken my promise. I should have never gone to New York. If I would have stayed,
Joe.
If I would have stayed, then everything would be different.
Joe, stop it. No one could have done more for Beth than you. You could not have changed what happened.
How do you do it? How do you go day in, day out as if nothing has happened?
You think that's how I go on?
You're so strong and wise. Teach me to be like you. How can I find your strength?
Don't make so much of me, Joe. I never dreamed of this sorrow. I never thought I'd have reason to lament. I hoped I'd never know heartache. How I wish I could change the way things went. I wanted nothing but goodness. I wanted reason to prevail, not this emptiness. I wanted days of plenty, but I refuse to feel tragic. I am aching for more than pain and grief. There has got to be meaning. Most of all, when a life has been so brief, I have got to learn something. How can I give her any less? I want life to go on. I want days of plenty. You have to believe there's reason for hope. You have to believe that the answers will come. You can't let this defeat you. I won't let this defeat you. You must fight to keep her there within you. So believe that she matters, and believe that she always will. She will always be with you. She'll be part of the days you've yet to fail. She will live in your bounty. She will live as you carry on your life. So carry on, full of hope. She'll be there. For all your days of plenty.
How do I go on? Just an empty room. All I have are memories. Give me a task to do. Somebody give me a task to do. I need a
somehow but always have forever. I thought the memories we made would have a different end. I thought the love we shared would keep us as we were. It was the fire within me. We dreamed and plotted with abandon this attic. When we were gathered here, the room became our citadel. We were amazing then, my sisters and I. They were the fire within me. In this room I knew we were alive. Nothing was too painful to survive. We gathered here together, the four of us forever, side by side. Everything I promised was for them. I was there no matter where or when. How can that be lost forever? How when I did everything with all my heart? It was several days before Christmas. It was several days before Christmas. The sisters sat about the parlor, grumbling about their fate. It isn't fair that everyone else has nice things when we have nothing, said May. And it won't be Christmas without presents, said Amy, with her usual pout. And we won't have Father to read to us, said Joe, who yearned to travel and write great books. Only Beth, sitting, contented, said in a tone so sweet, even angels would have listened. But we've got each other. Everything I promised them is here. All of us the way we used to be. We will always have each other. They will always be the fire in my heart. Here I come, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. Here in all the finest details of the past, here in this attic, suddenly life is something vast. The four of us, forever here at last, as unexpected as can be, astonishing.
Will we ever get through this day?
This day will be magnificent. Soon Laurie and Amy will be wedded bliss.
Meg, look at me. I can't get married looking like this. The dress is not très beau.
That dress is very très beau.
Why did I choose white for the flowers?
Amy, come let me finish your hair.
Marmee, I made all the wrong choices for the wedding. The flowers, this dress, I can't get married.
Amy? You look like a Madonna.
Merci, John. It was all Laurie's idea to get married in our very petite maison, and I can deny Mon Amour nothing.
Why is she speaking French?
Was I that silly at our wedding?
Of course.
John!
You were inspiring.
John. Father's telegram said his train would be arriving at noon. I want you to go meet him at the station.
3 sets of dishes, 2 sets of silver, 16 chairs, 4 cut glass bowls, and all the flowers for my conservatory. I have joyfully been divested of all my worldly possessions.
Where's Amy?
You're not to see her before the wedding.
I know. Grandfather, here's the champagne you asked for. I'll take it. I'm off to the train station.
Come, let us have a cigar together before the ceremony begins. How do you feel? Ready to be a bridegroom?
I've never felt more complete in my entire life. And the rain's let up too.
Where is Josephine?
I'll go find her.
And tell Amy I wish to speak to her about receiving line etiquette. The cream of Concord society will be arriving at any moment.
You wish to speak to me in March?
I suppose you realize this could have been your day.
You think I made a ghastly mistake?
I do not. Amy and Laurie are ideally suited for each other. I've gone over my will.
Ed March.
Meg will inherit most of my money, and Amy is making her way in society and won't need any of it. As for you,
I don't want
of
anything.
course, you don't want anything, and yet you want everything. Josephine, every girl, every woman needs something to fall back on when times are bleak. I'm giving you my house.
Your house?
Make something worthwhile of it. Make a school, nor a library.
That's very kind of you, Ed March. Thank you.
I don't like that dress.
It was one of your old ones.
Well, it looks better on me.
Joe, there's a strange man at the front gate asking for you.
Professor Bear,
Hello.
this is unexpected.
You wrote if I should ever come, or I should come visit you.
Yes, but I...
But you thought I would never do it. Well, I did it. I'm here. Should I go?
No.
I am not intruding.
No, would you like to come in?
No, not yet.
All right. How's Mrs. Kirk?
As impossible as ever.
And the boarders?
As strange as ever.
And you?
It's the same.
You look...
Old. I know. Nearly 50.
You're 34.
35.
You had a birthday?
They made a party for me. I get sick. I do not like parties. I brought back your manuscript. It was so good of you to send the book to me. A novel?
Yes, forgive me for presuming that...
It touched me deeply, Miss March. I saw you on every page. I heard your voice. I felt your spirit. It was magnificent.
Joe, Amy is driving me insane. Now she's talking about changing her name. Excuse me.
Oh, this is Professor Bear. This is my sister Meg.
Yes, I recognize you now from your sister's book.
So you're the one she's let read it.
I'll be there in a minute.
I have come at a bad time.
No, it's just a wedding.
A wedding?
I often think about you, Professor, how you're doing.
I bought a kite.
You bought a kite.
I bought a kite, and I took it to the park. You know, you were right to think I was old.
No.
I was.
No.
Ever since I met you, everything is different. And everybody noticed. My students even. They say, Professor Bear, you are smiling today. Miss March.
Joe.
Joe, we are not at all alike. We have our differences. May I be blunt?
Be blunt, by all means.
I think perhaps it looks like rain.
The sky gets bluer by the hour.
The water falls in little drops.
That's why it's called a sun shower.
Ah, and now it stops.
You were about to be blunt.
If I say rain, then you say sun. If I say yes, then you say no. It seems before we start, we're done. We even argue at hello. If I said share with me this small umbrella,
I'd say who cares if I get wet?
we are as different as the morning and the night.
No, we're as different as the winter and the spring.
We always seem to fight.
We disagree on everything.
And yet, you make me smile, you make me laugh, you make me care. How could I explain inside my heart I feel a pain when you're not there? Though we are not at all alike, you make me feel alive. If we have that in common, that one small thing in common, love could be like a small umbrella in the rain. Christopher Columbus!
The guests will be arriving soon, and I want the family gathered in the parlor. Who are you?
This is Professor Bear. This is my Aunt March.
Call me Fritz.
Fritz? Is that your name? Fritz?
Did I never tell you?
No.
Well, bring in Fritz.
You were saying, Fritz?
When people discover passion, they've come across something rare. This fervor they have in common will shelter them anywhere, though the rest may be wrong. With such passion to share, I think we have more than enough to make a marriage, if we dare.
Are you proposing?
No. Yes, yes. I do not mean today, or tomorrow, or next week, a month, a year, 2 even. I am a patient man.
I won't be sweet, won't be demure.
This I prefer, this I adore.
I'll speak my mind, you can be sure.
I'll be enchanted to the core.
If I say, let me share your small umbrella,
I'd say, who cares if we get wet?
we'll be as different as a husband and a wife.
No, we'll be different as a woman and a man.
We'll fight our way through life.
We'll disagree the best we can.
And yet,
You make me smile, you make me laugh, you make me care. How can I explain inside my heart I feel the pain when you're not there? Though we are not at all alike, you make me feel alive.
yes, we have that in common.
That one small thing in common. Our love is like a small umbrella in the rain. I showed your novel to Henry Dashwood.
You did what?
I know what was wrong with me. Horrid man, Dashwood. Stubborn, blood to a fault.
What did he say?
He said, it's a bit long. He misses the blood and guts. He likes the Four Sisters. Particularly the outspoken one. He wants to publish it.
He said that?
If it's all right with you, of course.
Joe, you're needed inside.
Barbie. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine. This is Professor Fritz Baer. He'll be staying with us for a few weeks. We're thinking about opening up a school together.
School?
Not today, not tomorrow, but someday.
Welcome, Professor. Come, meet our family.
Sometimes when you dream, your dreams come true in extraordinary